Here are some things to know for an easier trip to Qatar if you're considering a layover in this Gulf country that is literally on the rise. Don't forget to subscribe, please. In Qatar, the majority of goods are more expensive than in Australia. The modern Doha Metro, which was introduced in 2019, and contains stops close to the majority of the city's important attractions, as well as a number of World Cup football stadiums, is an exception. The best thing is that all transportation costs 2 rials, or less than $1, including trips to the airport. In Qatar, Uber is also very affordable. With one of the lowest crime rates in the world, Qatar is a surprisingly safe region of the Middle East for tourists, including female alone travelers. Even small-time thievery is uncommon now that security cameras are installed almost everywhere in the nation. Knowing what is appropriate is essential for staying safe in Qatar. For instance, getting intoxicated in public might result in jail time. Qatar is progressive in many respects, but its laws on LGBTQ+ aren't one of them. Some hotels won't allow same-sex couples, because it is prohibited in Qatar. For devoted Muslims in Doha, Friday prayers end as Friday brunch, a relatively recent tradition begins. One of these lavish, all-you-can-eat events is offered by dozens of the city's hotel-based restaurants, with an all-you-can-drink add-on, and it typically lasts for 3 hours, starting at noon. If you're thirsty, it's a fantastic deal for Qatar, but don't anticipate much change from $200 Australian per person with alcohol included. Local favorites include Spice Market at the W Doha Hotel Residences, and Napa Doha at the Four Seasons Hotel Doha. In spite of the fact that Qatar experiences extreme heat from mid-May to mid-September, the rest of the year is quite pleasant, save for the occasional sandstorm. It can really become a little chilly between December and February, when the temperature drops to the mid-teens. In Qatar, shoulders and knees must be covered in public, despite some of the clothing you see on the streets of Dubai these days being appropriate for a Bondi bar launch. The same rule applies to both sexes, but at international hotels, shorts, bare shoulders, and even bare midriffs are permissible. When visiting mosques, bring a headscarf. The Qatar's mobile app, which shows a live status of your COVID-19 health and vaccination status, is currently required for all visitors. Most indoor venues, including malls and hotels, won't let you in without seeing it. This usually implies that you'll need to get a local SIM card. When you arrive at the airport, the personnel can help you link your information. Why not go when the World Cup is on? The Haya card, which is planned to replace the Qatar's, must be applied for by ticket holders. The UE switched to a Monday to Friday workweek in 2022, but Qatar continues to operate on the standard Sunday to Thursday timetable, common in the Arab world, with Friday serving as the Muslim holy day of devotion. This implies that the majority of government-run services, such as the subway and most museums, close on Friday mornings. While more locations are anticipated to sell alcohol during the World Cup, travelers can now only purchase alcoholic beverages at international hotel bars and restaurants. Alcohol is expensive in Qatar because of the sin tax, although most pubs offer significant happy hour specials.
often from 5 to 8 p.m. daily, when a pint of beer costs about $14, and a glass of wine costs a few dollars more. There are some fantastic subcontinental foods to be discovered at all price points, since there are more Indians living in Qatar than any other ethnic group. At Bombay Chowpatty, which has several locations, you can watch Mumbai-trained catwalkers prepare your favorite savory and budget-friendly snacks in front of you. Alternatively, you can dress up for a progressive Indian feast at Dalchini, where Indian-British chef Alfred Prasad holds a Michelin star. Most foreign visitors stay in the Sheikhdom for less than 4 days, although it can be challenging to fit in all the exciting activities. For starters, you may explore historic forts and prehistoric petroglyphs buried in the desert, go dune bashing to inland sea, and unwind at Zul, the largest health resort in the Middle East, outside of the capital Doha's huge Souk Waqif, and modern museums and galleries. With a kite resort set to open later this year, Qatar is also a developing kitesurfing destination.